is Michael Olayaga.
I'm Aaron Rossman.
And our chapter is chapter 5, Securing Our Water Needs. Pretty much, according to Sachs, he discusses the various ways that water is absolutely vital to our world. He goes on how the challenges to securing water, securing safe water is not just making sure that it's safe, but plentiful water as well. And he mentions how having safe and plentiful water is a very daunting task. Without H2O, or water, crops, livestock, and basic human uses, drinking, taking a shower, without those, there will be a crisis going on. In regards to extreme water use or extreme water stress, in the drylands of this great planet, the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification was established in 1992. The problem with this, though, is that many of the stronger nations, according to Sachs, pretty much ignored the sayings of this UN agency. From ancient times, societies were set up along rivers. Think of Egypt and the Nile River, Mesopotamia, which is set in between two rivers. And what I learned from Sachs is that adequate supply of water is determined by the variability and predictability of rainfall, something that I didn't know about. The United Nations Development Program reported that 1.4 billion people live near river basins. However, these basins are now either closed or near closing. And other locations that was mentioned was China. The Yellow River is actually needed to maintain the environment. Another colorful river, the Orange River, in Africa is actually experiencing an opposite problem. They are experiencing environmental stress. So what is water stress? It contains several factors. Dry lands will be more dry, or the frequency of droughts will increase. There will be higher temperatures, and the increase of floods in floods in nations on the equator will take place. So there are water danger zones taking place, and I'll take it to you next.
Thanks. Sachs outlines a few statistics given the water on Earth. 97.25% of the world's water is salt. It's salt water, which obviously means that 2.7% of the world's water is fresh. 3/4 of that 2.75% is locked in glaciers, sea ice, and ice sheets of Greenland and Antarctica. So the water that is available to us is pretty small. He outlines 5 developments that we must take to fix the problem, or at least make it better. One is pretty obvious. He states that we need safe drinking water for all. Everyone, in order to live, needs drinking water, and he thinks that everyone should have access to clean water. 2 is he thinks we should increase water efficiency in agriculture, including the development of drought-resistant seed varieties and new irrigation strategies. 3, we need to increase attention to droughts through improved water storage. So not only do we need to improve the way we disperse water, we need to improve the way we store it. We need to reduce economic risk through rainfall insurance. In the chapter, he goes into detail of what rainfall insurance is, but that's one of the 5 steps. And 5, we need economic diversification and international trade to reduce the dependency of livelihoods on rainfall.
There's actually one more thing I want to quote, actually, that I found very fascinating, is that according to Sachs, there is strong evidence that better rainfall makes conflict much less likely in Africa, something I never thought of.